This is a long day of parenting after work. I don't typically do bath time right away. I usually wait until after dinner, but one of the kiddos had a blowout. So if I'm going to have to clean you up, we're just going to go ahead and give everyone a bath at this time. So I have the two older kids in the bathtub. They like to play this new game of throw the water out of the tub, so I'm having to constantly clean. So we just had it in the bath at that time, because after 10 times of me not telling you, I'm exhausted. So I put the baby in the bouncer while I get the other two kids in their pajamas and ready to rock and roll for the night. She was not a fan. She was hollering for me. So I do everything pretty quickly when that's happening. Thank goodness for some TV, because I need something for the toddlers to watch so that I can bathe the baby, get her ready, and then start preparing a quick dinner. Sometimes they will independently play, but more times than not, that will turn into a huge mess or a fight. So I throw some TV on to help calm everyone. Now for a quick dinner, I prepared the appetizers for them. I usually start off with some vegetables and maybe some fruit. And thank goodness Thanksgiving already happened and I have a bunch of leftovers. Didn't realize how much I love leftovers until I had kids, because it is the easiest thing to prepare and to clean up. So while I get the older kids' food ready to go, I start preparing a bottle for the baby. Because once I get the older two ready to eat, I know I'm going to be sitting with the baby for at least 40 minutes to an hour. And so while that's happening, at least the older kids will have food and something to watch on TV, and I can feed the baby without having many interruptions. It is so hard getting interrupted constantly during the baby's feeding time, because not only is it unfair to her, but I'm stopping her feed and then she might not want to eat again, and she's already a distracted feeder. So I just need to set the older ones up and then get her ready to go and pray that they don't need me during that time, because I will be of limited use to them. So now that the bottle's hot and ready to go, let's get baby. This is actually such a relaxing time for me. I love feeding her, bonding with her, and just spending time with her. But at the same time, I'm wondering, where's my backup? Where's Dad? He's on his way home from work. I've already called him 3 times. I need a second man on the job, all hands on deck, because it is rough in the evening time. Finally, he's home. We switch off at this time, so if he's starving, I'll let him eat. And then he'll get the baby from me. But he always offers to let me eat first. It just kind of depends on my mood. So we usually just eat dinner within 5 minutes, each of us, because there's so many tasks in the evening time. So we both eat like a quick 5-minute meal. We're just shoving food in our face. We're able to catch up quickly over the yelling and screaming of the kids, ask how each other's day was. I did get this new toy for my kids, and so we're playing with it, although my toddler's getting mad and he won't let me help him with it. So I just let him figure it out on his own, because if he needs my help, he'll ask me. I pray for this time, some independent playtime. I love when the two older ones can just play together without it turning into a huge fight or brawl, and when they can actually share. But that usually only happens for 5 to 10 minutes before I start hearing yelling and screaming from the other room. It's baby's bedtime, time for one of the babies to go down. She's been teething really hard this week, so hopefully she won't have many nighttime wakings. Now it's time for Dad to see the older two, because he's been at work all day, and for us to start cleaning up. So we split up the cleaning task. Whoever's feeling dishes does dishes and trash. The other one will start cleaning up the house. It just kind of depends on our moods. And cleaning is such a big part of parenting. Like, I never realized it until I became a parent, but you will spend so many hours every day cleaning. And like, I don't like cleaning. I'm not a fan of it, never have been, never will. I don't find it relaxing or anything. I know some people get enjoyment from it, but you could literally clean your house and then 5 minutes later your kids destroy it. So now it's time for the toddler to go down, and we're going to spend some more time with our older kid now. Let him stay up a little later, usually till 9 o'clock. And then I'll usually start preparing the bottles for tomorrow for the baby. And then usually between 9 to 9:30, we start putting our older one down. He has been fighting us on bedtime, so it's been a lot harder recently. Doesn't have many nighttime wakings. It's just the process of going to sleep takes forever. So my husband will lie on the floor next to him to reassure him that everything is okay until he falls asleep. And so by the time that happens, I usually start getting ready for bed, and I'll wait for my husband in bed until my son has fallen asleep. Hopefully it won't take too long this time. When the cat jumps into the bed, you know it's game over, because when she's ready for bed, she's pretty much telling us to turn off the lights, tuck her in, and let us all go to bed. She runs this house. And I'm not even kidding, by the ripe hour of 10:30, my husband finally makes it back to bed. so we can repeat in the morning. Hopefully everyone sleeps through the night tonight.